Yes, ma che busca cosa c'è questo in med e si se continua il fatto sure is scene del chiamato per la scena che in senso the third thing is that it's impossible before la crisi perhaps no sarebbe sì it's possible before la crisi non tu che si scene so che siete ma yes when until now si vede video change of hours ma non secondo nostri conseguenze non la stessa di ottobre perché no before perché te ridi bene non fra no vedemmo forada se ne sca forada 3 hours and a half praticamente 40 minutes maximum more or less yes comparison goal the American festival è completely different rule well so series so from mi dico quindi non guardo cortino di flowers mix with turbulence sì non cortino last novembre one magari ti mi su Dorf the Breus the beautiful grey curtain in particular third birthday in Breus was beautiful grey curtain the beautiful painted with branches ma to rip on these parts perché from the Breus sui curtain those things read mettere si ride so che si vanno come secondo section it should be one the turn first comment first comment where ma non devo yes si ride come section I don't know if you can notice si ride well finish shot ne ambien ne many finko yes see the green flowers and flowers mix to new plants or if not even better surely better from it's a short pratica first part of video which Perugia show the weather scatter in general from yes this other this is a mythical window in this mythical room, this classical window in classical room, because mythical room, because perhaps no, it's also the other mythical room with other mythical window. Also, this practically is a shot similar to the classic shot filmed more than 10 years ago for the previous curtain. Repeat once again, beautiful grey curtain with beautiful painted very benches, perhaps also for the first curtain. Also, with reports the color of the curtain, not very front remember exactly this, but surely the color curtain is still in the image of the channel, so non time one day I should change it, and this shot also this effect that both when there is the growl shooter and also when there is, but more when there is the effect measure. Now see read a little picture center also in case also used for the previous curtain, repeat beautiful grey curtain with beautiful painted benches. Perhaps also in the case for the first one, the color of the curtain, also in the case I don't remember exactly, and also in this now see read it also for this new curtain, sorry, but repeat the expression also in the case for 5 times. Or yes, and this little picture sentence is easy. But also and always better visible for me needs entirety. E quindi se shot anticipanti mythical legendary shot. As regarded the green shooter room activism, but for not mistake activism is first days of last October, but it's important tool because important that also days of activism, but now as you read the latest picture center used for the curtain also for it, because si va lost for it, so I repeat once again, but also and always better visible for me in its entirety. In this shot at this point is mythical legendary shot. And finally, from a medical keyboard, NGX 40 APG 625, also in this is shot. Vabbè, grazie mille people, facendo riporti a servire indicatore, non sono per il mio sistema. So myself, raso buskis, and finally, I hope you all get breakfast. It's late in general, also my safe, as many beings last December 31, the occasion for the first time. Yes, it's late in general, also for the record, and all for the record, but not at all for me, because I say that in this period, 6 hours, in true normality for me make breakfast these hours, but same time not more yes than not and but the bowl l'importa se tu si fare von record reaction sembra una street was sarno fucking max fenten and so with I start with right drinking milk at fenten in parte med det så yes svink record is jag som street så stretch och det är det och då det close det carriego letto som är som not at simita mies more not at yes so era just obviously just in quarter 24 minutes. But the important thing is to show that it's me also the first time so I'm really hungry. And as we always see. Recover some most beautiful things for absolutely. As you know, I think nostro mania metro so more than 1 year. No, I also lost lo sto conto di think effect of the X for me reason Friday and crash rating for weeks ago and yes there was the fifth reason also with the birds in fact so was repeating in the Friday with the birds needs kind of with the birds and in fact red black beautiful red black not so white slightly the model in comparison with the press things that you know who follow this kind of report and the Friday in fact the Friday with the report and well but this should be this time period promise you at one time one day assolutamente don't check better to do better visitor nature service di things middle of speech and from the sun shows up using it joke was welcome but osmani ma siamo usciti from the sun biscuit sarà mai effect la mia più comodo su biscuit sia finché trovano mezzo non messa in realtà chocolate chip cookies or cookies chip chocolate chips and if I don't see because favorite biscuits and message but in particular I think we said this is what about me che fa questo show so anche se c'è coffee ma tu sei squiscio che fa questo live fresh fa come video da shot in think last 7 months isso si chiede lo con ci mi sai dire se vai check pezzi with better also one is cook finish now that so once we brought it I think 183 45 days yes so si chiede lo con ci bisogna di più per mi to one day sono di check pezzi better so since that monitor 3 I pattern insert it once again in mix so very good news and we need this also affecting as a breakfast and we need this also affecting as a breakfast so some bombs that's in particular mega bomb and if so see that spirit joke because I don't about Osmania so for course me think the first time so video and if it's some also say toll in as a breakfast so some mega bomb second thing is about CS fact inferior CS della Conad garanzias for me sa sempre official perhaps che segue with the pamata general sì sempre preso position because attraverso questa posizione familiare PAM, Dark the Italian PAM, Dark Chocolate Chip Sias, fa cosa a 2 comandamento io e magari teams lettera in mezzo lì because they are really super bad. Adesso tomorrow se si fa un non tomorrow to lui lepe well sì a bit of things not visible Sashimi yes now repeat the things about the two things that I said just said before I see the two things from last time fact sure Sashimi nel chiamato per suppone Sashimi nel senso perché it's impossible abbiamo di la crisi to che sit once again